Ashutosh Mishra, my colleague, is now joining me from Panipat, which is the residence of Major Ashish Dhonchak, who was martyred in the encounter yesterday. Ashutosh, the family, we saw those images of the father, inconsolable over there. What more are you learning about Major Ashish Dhonchak?
The family that shared that they have the information that the mortal remains of Major Ashish would probably will be arriving here at around 6 p.m. this evening, and the last rites will be done by tomorrow in the native village. Of course, the family at the moment is quite in grief and a pain, and only see the relative, the closer relatives and the other neighbors from all over the villages have reached to this area. And with the condolence, with the gratitude, the entire neighborhood, the locality, the entire district, the entire state is standing with the family from at this moment when they have lost their loved ones. In fact, there are many memories that the family members are sharing about how he has been inspiring several youth in the families, in the close families, that they should also be part of the armed forces. And the most one about the celebrating his birthday and the shifting to the new house that was scheduled on 23rd of October. But who could have ever imagined that Major Ashish will come back, but in a coffin. So that's, of course, is the most painful moment for the family. I met his father, and he's totally unconscious. He is speaking to the family, but often I see him collapsing on the ground. The mother is, of course, in tears, wife in tears, and 2.5-year-old child who probably don't even know what has happened. All would be waiting only for the father that he will come. Of course, will some give some surprises, but they probably, the child doesn't even know what has happened in the family. So that's a moment of pain here in Panipat.
Ashutosh, thank you for, in fact, reporting from Panipat. The family there awaits the mortal remains of Major Ashish Dhonchak, who will be laid to rest in his ancestral village tomorrow, as Ashutosh was reporting. After 3 braves were killed in the Kashmir encounter, forces have now vowed to avenge our fallen heroes. Forces have encircled 2 Lashkar butchers in Kokarnag area of Jammu and Kashmir who killed our 3 officers. Uzair Khan is an active Lashkar terrorist who went missing in July last year. He's been surrounded as the encounter continues. Colonel Manpreet Singh, Major Ashish Dhonchak and Deputy Superintendent of Police Humayun Muzammil Bhatt lost their lives in this encounter with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag district. The Banned Resistance Front, a shadow group of Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Toiba, has claimed responsibility for the attack on our soldiers. Images there of the 3 braves that we've lost, and right in the center, one of the terrorists who's responsible for those killings, who we've surrounded now in the area, in the Kokarnag area where those operations are still underway. You can see those images of our forces on the ground as well. But those images of those young officers who we lost, those are the heartbreaking images that India has been watching and getting more and more outraged about. There is a lot of anger which is spilling out onto the streets about Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Lashkar-e-Toiba, Pakistan-sponsored Lashkar-e-Toiba is behind this dastardly attack on our men. My colleague Ashraf Ani is now joining me live on this. Ashraf, what more can you tell us about this ongoing operation in Kokarnag area?
Polumi, this operation started yesterday, but unfortunately 3 brave officers of Indian Army and Police got martyred in that operation at interest stage. This was input with the Jammu and Kashmir Police that 3 terrorists of Lashkar-e-Taiba, including 2 foreigners, are hiding in a hideout in Kokarnag area, that is the forested area, when a party led by the commanding officer of 19 Rashtriya Rifles company commander, major, and the deputy superintendent of police of that Kukarnag area were heading with their teams towards the hideout. They were ambushed by the hiding terrorists in the forest, and all the 3 officers got serious injuries and later succumbed to the injuries. Now after that, there was lot of trouble with the security forces. They could not land the helicopter to rescue those officers because the helicopter was even fired by the terrorists hiding in the forest. The security forces intensified that coordinated search operation. They called special paratroopers from the Indian Army to get deployed in that particular area. Not only the area of the coordinated search was extended and expanded, but also it was intensified. Since night, this coordinated search operation was much intensified, but the latest reports, what we are getting just now, are that fresh firing has resumed in the forest area.